Good evening, kids, chess teachers, parents. In the lesson number 32, we are going to study a strategy where the rook needs to make a draw by checking from the side. And this is a very important strategy because it happens a lot in the chess games. Now, look at this position. The white pawn would like to become a queen. And what else we need to notice here that the king is on h6, and that's not a good position for a king. So that's why you cannot play this move. It's not going to work because there is a check, and then white can take a queen. You don't have a time to move the king to h7 because the rook is gonna move here, and then this doesn't work, right? Because you can block the check, and again the pawn is gonna become a queen. So that doesn't work. That means the black needs to play this strategy, checking the king from the side, and now you have to play this move, king g5. Now, why do we play king g5? Because we cannot allow check, right? So very, very important move, king g5, right? If you play rook g6, check, you will lose the game. I'm going to come back to that, right? So look, king g5, very, very important. There's no check. And now, check. Now let's explore this a little bit. Check, right? Let's say the king goes here, check, right? Like king comes a little bit closer, right? Well, we could play this move, rook g7. Nothing happens. We still keep an eye on the pawn, right? Let's say king gets closer, right? And here we can play king g6 and not allow him, right, to play down there, let's say rook g6, king f7. So again, we are keeping an eye on the pawn, and we can make a draw, right? Wonderful. Look at this strategy, right? Where the rook is blocking the checks. I really love this one. This is fantastic, right? Now look, if you play here a wrong move, let's say here, right, that in this position, you play rook g6. How many of us would play a move like that, right, and make a mistake? Now the king can go this way, and well, now you cannot make a draw because when you move the rook, right, check, and the pawn is becoming a queen. So black is losing the game. So let's see this one more time. How do we make a draw? By playing this very important move, king g5. Please remember this one. You'll need this one. Okay, let's go now to this position. I'm going to connect those two. Well, now we have a similar position, but the pawn is on a6. Pawn is not on a7. That means there is a chance, right, that white king can go to this way and support, right? But what's happening here is the black king is in a great position, right? That's what matters. King on g7 is here, right? It's not on h6, not somewhere else, right? So now what we need to do, again, we play those checks from the side, right? And just keep an eye on this pawn, right? Look, king h7, right? Keep the king on g7, h7. We know if the pawn goes forward, we know the move. We play here immediately, and now the game is a draw. Because if the king comes here, you just extend the rook and check from the side. That's it, right? That's going to be a draw. But um, is there anything else that white can do? Let's say check. Well, again, you cannot push the pawn, right? Look how nicely this rook is controlling the pawn. Now, what's important about this is that very often you may hear that rook should be from behind of the pawn. Actually, I think we need to change that and say that rook needs to be active, right? So in this case, you see the black rook is very active, and that's why you can make a draw, right? Look, again this move, and just play check and check, and that's how you keep the pawn. What I would suggest, please play this position. Play both of them, right? So click here on this circle, right, and play this position with the computer. Or if you like, in chess.com, you can just copy and paste the PGN or FIN, and you can practice there as well. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this lecture, and I'll see you in the position number 5, 6, and 7 that you can see here on my screen. Bye-bye.